Welcome to our program. I'm Milton Lawrence, and with me today is Dr. Wendy Walsh, a nationally recognized consumer rights advocate. Today's program is focused on asbestos, an industrial product that has caused devastating lung diseases, including lung cancer, mesothelioma, and asbestosis. Dr. Walsh, please tell us more about asbestos, the diseases caused by it, and the legal rights those affected by it have for compensation from the responsible parties, even if they have had a history of smoking.
Yes, Milton, that's such an important point because a history of smoking does not affect the rights of these victims. Millions of Americans have been exposed unknowingly to asbestos fibers, primarily from their work environment, but cases of asbestos exposure have also been found without workplace exposure. Now, this exposure occurs when asbestos fibers are carried home on workers' clothing, exposing family members, or when family members live near asbestos-producing mines or factories.
Dr. Walsh, how many people in our country are affected by asbestos-related illnesses each year?
Well, the National Cancer Institute says 2,000 to 3,000 Americans are diagnosed with mesothelioma, the most serious form of asbestos-related cancer, every year, and an estimated 228,000 new cases of lung cancer are diagnosed annually. Tragically, over 135,000 people die of lung cancer each year. Of these deaths, about 12,000 are reported to be related to asbestos exposure.
Are there occupations that have a higher risk for this exposure?
Unfortunately, there are many. The primary ones include workers at asbestos companies producing insulation, roofing, and building materials, automobile repair shops, construction companies, maritime companies, mining companies, oil refineries, and power plants. Also exposed are workers at railroads, shipyards, and steel manufacturers, and any company involved in repair, renovation, or removal of asbestos-containing products, even ones that were installed years ago. Other occupations that asbestos exposure is a concern include U.S. Navy personnel, firefighters, police officers, paramedics, and personnel involved in rescue operations, like those exposed to the enormous dust cloud that the Twin Towers created. It contained thousands of tons of asbestos and other toxic materials that have now been proven to cause a number of other serious health conditions.
Dr. Walsh, if a viewer has been diagnosed with an asbestos-related disease, what type of law firm should they choose?
Anyone suffering from an asbestos-related illness needs a law firm with medical expertise and a history of success handling this particular type of claim.
What is the cost for legal help in these cases?
Milton, that's an excellent question, and I've got a great answer. There's absolutely no upfront cost to the client. These cases are taken on a contingency basis. The law firm is paid when the case is finally settled.
Thanks so much, Dr. Walsh. I'm sure the information we have discussed here today will be very helpful to any of our viewers and their families who have been diagnosed with lung cancer, mesothelioma, or asbestosis after exposure to asbestos. If you or a loved one has been diagnosed with lung cancer, mesothelioma, or asbestosis, you need a legal team that has the experience and resources to get the most compensation for your injuries, even if you have a history of smoking. Call the number on your screen now for more information. Thanks for watching. Have you or a loved one been diagnosed with lung cancer, mesothelioma, or asbestosis? Your disease may be a result of exposure to asbestos, and you may be entitled to significant compensation, even if you have a history of smoking. Reports indicate that millions of American workers and their families have been exposed to the dangers of aerosol asbestos fibers in the workplace and at home. As a result, over $30 billion has been set aside in trusts for individuals affected by asbestos, including those diagnosed with lung cancer, mesothelioma, and asbestosis, even if they smoked. If you or a loved one has been diagnosed with lung cancer, mesothelioma, or asbestosis, how do you protect your rights and fight for the compensation you deserve? You choose the legal team with the experience and resources to seek the most compensation for your injuries. Call for a free case review.